Just night and day. You don't try to put a square peg in a round hole. What's up, guys? BrunsNick's back, and it's time for the Rattler Big Bite. Now, we just came out with a Rattler New, which is a completely different ball from this Big Bite. This ball has the sharp hybrid cover stock on it, finished at 3,000, because we don't put HK on quite everything now, do we? And it's wrapped around that original Rattler core. So I can't wait to see what this one does, with SPECTO running, of course. But before we get to all that, please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Now, let's see what this Rattler Big Bite does out on the lanes. All right, it is time for the Big Bite. Now, I had the privilege of testing this ball on Throwbot like I always do, and this ball was performing fantastic. Obviously, a Throwbot throws it much better than I do, but I'm gonna hope to see the same kind of results that I saw on that big old machine over there. So the Rattler Big Bite has the original Rattler core, low RG 2.48, medium low differential 035, and we got that sharp hybrid cover stock, finished 500, 1,500, 3,000, 3,000 finish. Sounds good. Bowling on crown jewel pattern, typical house shot, something you'd see at your local center, 43 feet, a lot of oil in the middle, not a lot to the outside. So I'm gonna start it out, move it in. A ball like this is something that you can control the lane. We're looking to replace like the original Rattler, and this is what we're gonna get with it. So I'm not expecting a whole lot when I move in, but I have been surprised before, so let's get into it. Starting on 15, and we're just gonna give this ball a ride here, playing straight. Let's see what happens. Oh, wow. Ball hooks. I kind of underestimated a ball like this. I just kind of gave it the business at the bottom and it said, do your worst, and look what it did. It hooked. Let's see what kind of flare we get. Now, I always thought for a ball that had 035, obviously the numbers jump up. You can see that on the drill sheets. Something that Radical is the only brand that does, but you get a lot of flare after the fact when you go with a higher pin layout like I do. You open those flare rings up and you enhance the performance a little bit. So I think this ball goes into the 040s, high 040s after drilling. So now you're getting into a different performance category there. All right, let's try again. Let's try to more speed, less hit. Like that. Carry it, carry it. Okay. I'm gonna find something right in the middle. The first one was too grabby, second one not grabby enough. So we're gonna go right in the middle. Pinch more grab, pinch less speed. And I think I'll be in the pocket. That's what I think. Let's try it again. Good looking ball though. You never want your benchmark ball to be too wild looking, I think. Oh yeah, bam. I'm dialed in now. So that's it. You just gotta find your speed. When you match up to a new ball, I throw these balls for the first time on camera. So what you're witnessing is me with the gears running. All I got is like two little hamsters in there running full speed trying to figure out these bowling balls and talk coherently enough to express what I'm thinking. So let's throw one more shot there to make sure I'm dialed in. Spend a little bit more time out than I would moving in, just because I think this is that kind of ball. That's pretty good. Just a smooth arc. That ball sets up, I don't know, 35, 40 feet. You know, I don't imagine that the SPECTO number is going to be that crazy with like impact angle or anything like that, but just a nice, even arc all the way through. So let's move at 5. Let's start giving a little bit of angle in the front and seeing what it can do. Not a ton of surface on this ball. This will be like a step down from like a compound finish almost. When you start doing all those steps in between, you really smooth out that surface. Oh, I've got to round it too much. Come on, yeah. Chicken winged that one a little bit. I knew off my hand my ball's gonna have trouble reading because I just got too much axis rotation on it. I gotta save that for later. I'm gonna connect on one of those messengers though, I swear. I don't send very many messengers. Back in my younger days I did, but I'm not young anymore. I'm not old, but not in my 20s anymore. Great shot. Yep. Beauty. I mean, that's all you got to see. When you're looking to control patterns, you don't want to see that big bend on the backs. All right, so almost carried a 10 pin, went flush. Let's move another 5. Let's go 10 left. We're standing on 25 now. And we're gonna see. I think this ball, just based on kind of what I'm seeing a little bit, where I'm a 10 pin already, I think I'm gonna have some issues there. That's in. Oh! Got the carry. So that's good that you miss in and it doesn't quite hydroplane completely out of the zone where you just miss it completely. So good sign. Bad shot, good result. I'm more interested is when I get it back out to that same break point as I've been playing, you know, around 5 board, will it get through the pins? That's the $100 question there. Or will I leave an 8 pin? I don't know. That's it. Come on. Okay. It struck, but what do we see, everybody? The ball goes through the pins, deflects, still carries, but it's out of energy. The ball just doesn't have enough core or cover strength to get through the pins. It's made for playing straighter angles, and I think we're gonna see that even more as we go further left. So let's do just that. Let's move 5 more. We'll be 15 left, and gonna send it out. Let's see if this ball has what it takes. Got a hook. That was like the most delayed messenger hit ever. I don't know what that came over and did nothing. So for me, this ball is struggling when I move in. I kind of had that expectation, you know, it's not a ball that you hook the whole lane. This is a ball that if you're down and in player, you want to control the pattern, not give the pocket away, this is the ball you do it. Now, if you have 500 RPMs, then yeah, you could probably play in the zone I'm trying to play. But I'm saying for me, with my paltry 350 RPMs, 375 if I really give it the business, but you know, this isn't a ball I'm going to be playing this far left with, but I still test it. I want to see if a ball is gifted. Got to hook a lot. Yeah. Even sending it to the dry, getting it back there earlier, still results in a wrap 10. So, you know, I think we're starting to see it. If it's not completely evident, I'm going to move 5 more. We'll be 20 left and really see if it gets worse or if it's, you know, maybe it finds a new gear from in here. Maybe change your angles, change your fortune. So, standing on 35 now. Time to really slow hook it. Oh, almost rolled a 2. Yeah, it's not that kind of performance ball. You know, we make bowling balls, all different types of bowling balls that are going to perform different ways on the lanes. Some bowling balls are better from straight, which is this ball. Some balls are better for hooking it. You want a ball that's made to hook it? Look at katanas, look at hitters, look at all that good stuff. We got them. Let's throw one more shot there, and then we're going to move it back right. I want to strike at least once from this deep angle. That might be it. Well, we saw what we needed to see. We kind of verified that this ball is meant to play straight, and that's what we're going to do with it. We're going to move it back right. Honestly, I'm going to play it straight. I'm going to play it from the first zone on 15 board, because that's where I'm going to feel the most comfortable playing a ball like this. It doesn't have a lot of surface. It doesn't have a lot of core performance in the terms of differential. So playing it straight is your best bet. If you're looking for a ball like that, Rattler's where you go. So back to where I started. Let's finish this out with a good strike, and see the difference in this ball going through the pins now. Just night and day. You don't try to put a square peg in a round hole. So that's all for the Rattler Big Bite. Hope you got to see what this ball was all about. It's pretty much as advertised, I think. Well, check out the merch, Inside Bowling. Check out our podcast every Wednesday at 3 p.m. Sometimes Tuesdays, if Phil's on the road or whatever. But that's all for today. Please subscribe. Check out the merch on Inside Bowling. Talk to you guys soon.